Rennick is here. Alright, we'll see you on the couch. Either way, the RooTz gang is headed up to South Carolina, Edelston or Easto.
Edisto Beach? Jesus Christ.
Edisto Beach. You know what? We can do without the size.
I think I've actually been here.
David was complaining we didn't get enough, trekking car footage.
Correcting him on his speech, yes.
Yeah.
All been there.
So, we just left, Carnesville, Georgia. So we got about like 4 hours of sleepy David farts.
I'm working on one of those right now.
You got one in the barrel. We're about to stop and get us some delicious ass Shoney's here in a second. But either way, I guess we'll check in later on the trip. Any driving notes?
It's windy as shit today.
It is windy. Apparently, an Arctic front has came through. They said it was supposed to
beach weather.
Yeah, perfect beach weather. Because usually when Jonathan gets drunk, he's like, "Cool, time for inflatable kayak in the river." And at least this time I'll have Troll David with me in the truck, being like, "When are the losers done yet?"
You're kidding yourself if you don't think we're going to drag him with us when we get drunk and put the kayak in the water.
God.
Yeah, but I gotta buy trunks. That was the thing I forgot.
I mean, technically any
You're
clothes.
not bringing the inflatable kayak.
You didn't bring the kayak? Oh, you
know what, man?
loser.
Have the room for it.
I get where your head's at. You were pretty packed up. You gotta bring the biggest fucking cooler on the planet. All these rust-covered chairs. we have things to get.
Yeah, we gotta have our hobo starter pack.
I have 2 of those coolers, by the way. There's a second one at home.
For what?
Or if we take a longer trip, then you have one for beer and one for food.
Get the fuck out.
Our food cooler was a little snug on our trip last time.
I didn't bring the food cooler this time.
We do have a secondary cooler though, right?
We have a fridge in the camper.
Oh.
But I did bring a soft cooler so we could bring beer down to the beach. It might fit a 12-pack. If we open them all and dump them in, it'll fit probably 2 12-packs. But in the can,
We got that regular cooler. We just fucking pour a bunch of beers in there. It's
Yeah.
gonna fucking rock.
it's got a spout on the end too. We just pick it up.
Make a party ball.
Yeah.
Funnel it.
Or you could just get cups and drink it like a grown ass man. Jesus.
All right, everybody. Here's David all laid out. Jonathan, Rainey, and the cuss. Developments. We went to Shoney's, dropped it, and we were up to speed.
Yeah, you tried to have Shoney's mouthwash.
Yeah.
And I took a poop there.
It was pretty rancid in there when I went.
No, don't even try that. You didn't even know I did it.
Yeah, I did.
You had no clue.
Unless you use that mouthwash to clean up after. So,
I went after him, so maybe it was mine.
ugh.
So how far away from our destination?
All right, let me get the ways out. So, it says we're gonna be there. Sorry about the shakiness. At 1:40 something. It is currently 12:27. So, what, about an hour and 20 minutes?
That's not bad. We've actually made up some time then.
Yeah, we're doing pretty good. So, talking about this Waze thing, David's like, "Hey, you get C-3PO's voice on that." And I was like, "Get the fuck out of here!" So, go download it, and the only thing we get is Cookie Monster, which is quite terrifying because he's got this like bone-rattling deep voice. He's like, "Rrr, C is for construction that you're going through." And we did Boy Band, which is just absolutely annoying. It's like take a ride ahead. It's all nationwide jingle.
And there's been a broken down car about every 3 miles.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Has it ahead?
every few miles.
So now that I've turned on Cookie Monster, it's no longer talking. Not a terrible thing, I guess. Maybe, let's see.
It's really annoying that you're not doing the C-3PO.
Yeah, I wanted. I've been trying to Google it, and it's like, oh yeah, but all the posts are from 2016.
Gee, it might have been that long ago that we had it.
Was it really that long?
God, it could have
That's
been.
4 years, dog. It ain't just like, oh, the other day we had C-3PO.
I didn't say the other day, motherfucker. I just said previously at some point.
I hate it when you clarify with me.
Right, because you try to make ridiculously outlandish claims that I have misled you.
I want to do this. So there's this option right here that's record a new voice, so you can like do it yourself. And I want Dirty David to be my GPS voice. It's like, hey loser, traffic accident ahead, probably from your dumbass driving.
I mean, hey, you know what? Let's get down here. We'll get to the campsite or whatever. There'll be some time to kill.
Yeah.
We need to set it up again.
But we did that. Then we got off the main road for
10 miles.
10 miles on some of the roughest roads. We stopped at a gas station, fueled up, got a couple quickest
I don't
of
know that you have to tell people every single thing we did.
Oh.
I mean, Rainey's on his phone. Jonathan's doing all the work.
Yeah, Jonathan's doing all the work and enduring us.
Yeah, and we're just back here being obnoxious as hell.
Now, David's only farted once. It was
Guys are welcome.
It was enough. So, when David doesn't get enough sleep,
Oh, we can tell.
he has these rancid farts, and they take your breath away. And you know, we go to Shoney's and get breakfast bar, and he's like, I'm gonna go poop. I'm like, ooh, we bought ourselves some time. So we barely get across South Carolina line, and he lays out flat like a squirrel trying to get underneath the door, and then just lays one out. And we immediately, all three of us, roll down our windows. I'm like, cool, we caught it in time. Nope. It circulated, and it was foul.
But like, I deliberately only slept 4 hours last night trying to make
Trying to bake these
farts up. And the problem is they're just not coming. If they come, they'll be bad, but they're just hanging out right now.
Well, let me be the first one to say I don't want you to force nothing.
I'm gonna tell you what, because that one, when it came, it burned. So I knew it was gonna be enjoyable.
You're bringing the heat.
I knew I was bringing the heat, but I had another one to make up, you know.
I was kind of surprised, like when I saw, like, because they had nacho cheese on the bar.
Yeah, so it wasn't for me.
Oh, I see. And I was thinking if you had some of that, that'd probably load the barrel.
Well, I ate a bunch of eggs.
Yeah, and those are pan baked eggs too.
I can't just scrambled eggs to me, but they were fine. So we're down around that like hour 15-minute mark or so.
Yeah.
All right, we can do this.
Because you're feeling close-ish now. You're like, okay. Then it's like 40 minutes. Like, oh, it's kind of like a normal trip now.
You know, I brought like a or maybe 1984 or something. We should have taken turns reading to each other.
Oh God. Well, I had my Switch in my backpack, but it's in the camper. I almost kind of like, if we get to a place where we stop, like let me in the camper and film being inside the camper how it is.
The camper would be destroyed in 10 miles.
For me, bouncing around in it?
Yeah.
First of all, that's offensive.
First of all, that's a challenge. I kind of feel like you have to let me now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we have so much crap crammed in there from us that, I mean, you ain't going to go far. I could probably just sit in your bathroom and just, I don't know.
I don't know, man. You tell me I'm going to be in a moving camper, the bathroom's the last place I want to be. There was some big foam-looking mattress thingies back there. I feel like that's where you want to be.
Yeah, those aren't as soft as they appear.
Yeah, but they're still going to cushion the blow of you crushing against the sink or something.
Because these bumps we're feeling in the truck due to the camper, I imagine, like you said, are super exaggerated in the camper itself.
Hazard reported ahead. C is for careful. Yeah, also for cookie.
God.
Fucking cookie monster.
That's still better than construction ahead.
You know what would be good, though, is if we jousted back there. If we can set up
2 little mini horses.
Yeah, no, roller skates.
Roller skates.
Empty it out, go for a drive, roller skates on each end, and like a bungee cord connected us to keep moving.
God,
Yeah.
we would die.
It's okay.
I didn't plan to make it much longer anyway. I mean, even now, every time we go on like a vacation or something, I'm like, this could be my last one.
This is the swan song.
I might get left here.
Yeah.
Gonna haul me back.
The next people are like, there's a weird smell at this campground.
Loud as hell, riff.
Interstate 95.
Hazard reported ahead. C is for careful. Also for cookie.
Yeah, that may actually get
So
old.
it does that every time?
Yeah, that's
I
gonna
thought
get
maybe
old.
Mix it up.
Yeah, you're gonna take exit 169A, I-95 south to Savannah.
Here's your hazard ahead.
What is my hazard?
Right there it is.
Let's see this fucking hazard.
C is for cookie.
O is for overestimating hazard. Did you say C is for cut?
Yeah.
There's Rainey's hot dogs.
Hot dogs.
Go back. Move your head back over there.
Oh,
Like it was.
I was like, get your debit card out. Oh, wait, it's chip read. Oh, God.
Like a mouse's ear.
Like a mouse. Oh, God. Eastbound and down. And ran. I gonna take every done. Alone, ready to go. A burp came at untimely.
Yeah, that was both gross and awful. You know, we should have just been like back here playing a portable gaming system and been like, we're filming something on the road. And you'd be like, this is the fastest I've ever played games.
God. Oh, God. No.
And then Randy could roll down the window. You'd be like, this is the windiest I've ever played games.
my laptop is right here.
God.
Controller up here though.
I got you controller, honey.
I don't know how good it would look when we trying to film you playing a Switch and the camera's like this.
I don't know, but I can't wait for somebody to watch what you just did.
God. Well, like, you know, I'm trying to be like, you know, central balance here on my gut, but it's still bumpy.
Yeah. Are you saying that your gut's moving when we're bouncing?
Maybe we should eat something besides Shoney's.
Well, we still got to find a pizza place.
I want to make fried biscuits, but I don't.
Well, my mom used to have a bread machine, and she would she made all kinds of dough. She's like, oh, we're gonna have pumpernickel. Oh, this is whole wheat. Oh.
Does your mom always go, oh?
Yeah, she's
What is
Italian.
this?
She's like,
Where's
oh,
she from?
oh, and bread over here. It's like,
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
I'm baking here. Yay.
Oh, it's supposed to be that high.
Oh, I got some sesame seeds.
Oh, I actually hurt my hand that time. Oh. But like, she's like,
Oh,
hey.
your dad's making you a sister.
Oh. He's railing me good.
Like he did you.
This also makes your sister cry. So anyway, she's like, oh look, I can make pizza dough. I know all the ingredients. Well, yeah, I know all the ingredients of Coca-Cola, but I can't make
1 mile. Exit right.
That was okay. So anyway, she's like, yeah, I'm gonna go to the grocery store and get all the ingredients to make pizza dough. I'm like, okay, cool. So she does it, and she's like, well, here you go, here's pizza dough. And it's this big blob of dough, and I'm like, what the fuck do I do with this? She's like, well, you just add sauce and cheese, and you.
We're all like,
No, we're not. No.
Fucking shit.
Well, I'm like trying to smash it out, and I didn't know that you're like supposed to, you know, knead it out across the pan. So I'm just trying to.
1/4 of a mile. Exit right.
Yeah. We may just go back to Google. Anyway, so like I try to meet it out as best I could, and then I'm like, all right, well.
Hazard reported ahead. C is for careful. Also for cookie. Exit right.
Oh,
God. I'm not even going to try this story.
Look at these big tires.
Jesus Christ.
God, what are those for?
They gotta be for some big dump trucks.
T is for tires.
It's also for testicles.
Good God. Those are massive.
I want to know what those go on.
Anything they fucking want to.
Oversized load.
We're not talking about your pants. So anyway, I mead this thing out, and it's like lumpy, and I didn't do it right. So I'm like, marinara sauce. Tomato sauce.
That's what she said.
So I just throw tomato sauce on it, and then I'm like, cheese. I actually had a block of mozzarella, then I shred it over it, and then I bake it. And like, it's so bubbly, like parts of it are like 5 inches deep, and other parts are like 1 inch, and it's like spreading open.
So it's like half a thin crust, half a Chicago.
I go, yeah. And just tomato sauce. No garlic, no oregano, no basil. Nice. It's just like just tomato sauce with bland mozzarella cheese. And then I made it, but then like, I'm 11 or 12, so I'm like, oh, this is awful. I'll eat it. And then my friend comes over, and I was like, hey, man, you want me to make us a pizza? He's like, yeah, right. I was like, nah, man, my mom makes pizza. We make pizza dough. He's like, for real? I was like, yeah. I was like, you stay here and play video games. I'll go make us a bombing-ass pizza. I was like, all right, cool, man. And I go, and I was like, it's an oven. He's like, neat. And then mom's like, hey, pizza's done. I was like, cool, pull it out. And it's like, it was pulled in the middle of just tomato sauce with cheese skin on it. And the rest of it just rised up baked pizza dough. Raw in some spots, burnt in the other. And my friend's like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, it's pizza. He's like, this fucking hillbilly roasting pizza, this is a fucking sauce biscuit. And I was like, what do you mean a sauce biscuit? He's like, what'd you use? I'm like, I get the dough, and I take a can of tomato sauce and spread it on there, then I get some mozzarella. He's like, yeah, sauce biscuit. You made me a sauce biscuit. I'm like, it's a delicious ass sauce biscuit. It kind of makes me want to make one. All I need is a bread machine, several bits of ingredients, a can of tomato sauce, and some mozzarella cheese.
And different friends to eat it.
And different friends to eat it that thinks a treat.
That shit.
That thinks a treat's coming. But it was summertime. I made the shit out of them. There was a time my sister almost tried to kill me with a frozen pizza. She didn't know they had plastic wrappers on them outside of the cardboard box. And it was like the IGA, like cheese pizza, but it was spelled with a Z. And she's like, all right, I'll cook you a pizza. I was like, oh, thanks, sis. And I bite into it. I was like, what's wrong with this pizza? And I take 3 more bites into it. I'm like, something's awful. And I finish it, and I'm like, ugh. And I got like burps and everything. And my mom's like, did you eat that? And I was like, yeah, why? She's like, well, I just had to stop your sister. She didn't take the plastic wrapper off the pizzas. You just ate plastic. And I'm like, well, I'm 13, so I'm all right. I could drink uranium and just have bad gas. Now, and I'm like, oh, that coffee was a little strong.
I ate a handful of raisins, now I got a shit.
Yeah.
They're shitting fire.
Yeah. My esophagus. The pH was off in my bottled water. Speaking of which, so we went to the gas station a while ago.
Jesus.
I was like, what? I was like, I want a Propel. Well, they didn't have the right they didn't have the right flavor I wanted. So I was like, I want to get a bottle of water. And I was like, what can I get that would be most obnoxious to David? So I found this one. And you see it's simulating a glacial iceberg. And not only that, but it's got pH like 8.4. Well, we're done with that now.
We're done with that. Quit.
And now it's in Narnia. It's for us heavyset folks, anything that goes below the knee line doesn't exist anymore. So that's floor water forever now.
I ate a lot of Kraft macaroni and cheese.
Did you?
Yeah.
My mom would always buy No Name, and I'm like, No Name's like 20 cents cheaper than the other.
Yeah.
Is that where we're at in life? And she's like, sometimes.
There's a level of poor at which that 20 cents matters.
Golly. I mean, I know every penny counts.
Safe.
Yeah. Does 20 cents make that much of a difference, though?
Not to me and you,
But I'm like, if I'm buying 10 of them, I save $2.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, when that's what you eat for every meal, you gotta think you're buying 30 a month just to have it for one meal every day. I mean,
Yeah, but like,
bucks.
let's say you
That's a
eat
pack
one.
of cigarettes and a gallon of gas.
Uh-oh. He's encroaching upon
Yeah,
cigarette.
wait a minute now, okay?
Yeah.
You know, let's say you ate like a box of that shitty macaroni and cheese every other day. You only save like $3 over the course of the month.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know what year this was.
So this would have been 97.
See, here's the deal. Back in 97, gas was like $1.
So-
Cigs were $2. That literally puts a gallon of gas in a pack of cigs in your pocket.
Which, you know,
A month. That's an extra gallon a pack a month.
So, miscellaneous, 15.
oh, I forgot about ticket camera. I thought that shit was hilarious.
Yeah. If you put on my YouTube at home,
Uh-huh.
if you go and click on, you go up to the video, but you don't click on it. You know, it shows scene. Whatever that's the scene it shows, you're going.
Because it was just, I had to
I
do...
go.
Yeah, because I was watching the video in the waiting room yesterday with Nancy, and I was like, hey, listen, I know we're sad, let's have a laugh. So, you know.
Wait, in the where?
In the waiting room.
Oh, I thought you said the weight room.
No.
I was like, come on, dog.
Nah, yeah,
fucking-
yeah, bro.
Yeah,
Get my
alright.
swole on.
Yeah.
You know, she's my swole mate.
Yeah. Oh. Gross.
So anyway, like I see that it's like ticket cam, meow, ticket cam, meow. I was like, I forgot about that. So how ticket cam came about was I had a wad of tickets in my hand, and I was holding the side of the camera, and it was like this, and it reminded me of the camera they did with the buzzer on Jackass.
I knew
Oh,
you'd stop. I knew you'd stop your fucking story because I was trying to, relax a little bit. Just tell your shitty story.
That's the end of the shitty story.
Oh, I thought you.
That was it.
I was like, sudden stop. That means you're doing something.
Well, like a child in the other room.
Yeah. What
You-
happened in there?
It's quiet all of a sudden.
It's like a Bjork song.
Anything.
So what you're saying is you're not capable of doing computer things?
Then hold on to it.
God.
And, do it.
I feel like we're eating a lot more of this trailer in the last part of the trip. I'm very aware there's a home behind us.
I love the fact that like he does all the preparation, he's doing all the, and you complain. You're like, adjust the temperature for me. It's too bouncy. Oh, I feel like the trailer's causing me discomfort, causing me to sway. You didn't get the right breakfast cereals.
What
Wait.
exit am I getting off?
You're getting off in 5.2 miles, exit 57.
I got you.
How we figured getting there?
You know, I say this honestly. I mean, 5-hour car trip's kind of gone by pretty fast.
See, now I feel like it's a race against the clock to get one more good fart. And I
Yeah.
just can't. I'm really disappointed. Stayed up late for nothing.
He's going to just let one rip.
Are you arching your back for it?
No, I'm not trying to push it out.
Because I watched Escape from New York, and I was like, all right, 80s action movie, Kurt Russell, I'm down with it. Well, then I watched Escape from LA, which was like 1994, and they're trying to do all this CGI stuff and holograms and futuristic things, and Steve Buscemi.
Steve Buscemi made things better. Leave him alone.
He was driving this like Cadillac, and he was trying to pretend to be Snake Plissken's friend and everything. And
In 1 mile, exit right.
That's boring now.
yeah, it's boring now. I'm not annoyed with it.
Yeah.
It was just awful. I didn't enjoy it. And anytime when I start watching older movies that transition into the mid-90s era, I get bored with it. And that's all we have to say about that.
I farted, but that's all I got.
Really?
Yeah, it wasn't hot anymore.
Yeah.
Turn left onto Bell's Highway.
If anything, it was just mildly unpleasant if it was directly on you. It was aimed directly at Rainey, so I think he got a little bit of it.
Well, I had the sense somebody was microwaving cat food, and then it just went away.
Yeah, I don't know what happened
1
to that.
mile.
To
Turn
that
left onto Robertson Boulevard.
that pungent industrial scent I had earlier was that was good.
Something may be wrong.
Well, apparently whatever it was worked itself out.
Like when they stop stinking, that's when you should be alarmed.
Oh, really? Well, I was okay till now then. Maybe whatever filth we intake during the camping trip will make it better on the way back.
Oh, is this one where now we're gonna go through small towns and it gets fucking nerve-wracking for you to drive?
The worst part of the whole trip.
Turn on battery saver.
Low battery.
In 3.3 miles. Turn left onto Hampton Street.
Wanker, your battery is low. Why do you not have any shirt on?
Are you shirtless?
You gonna driver? Are you shirtless? In 3 miles, you're gonna turn left onto Hampton Street.
He's got a plug right there, yeah.
You've plugged the battery in. I feel much better. Was that for you or for me?
For you.
Oh,
He put it.
You're the one with the dead battery.
You have the dead battery, and he put it in the back. I feel like that wasn't a good question.
but the outlet was still the. All right, you're right. I'm getting out of that.
You're not gonna win that one.
Abandoned ship.
I'm getting out of there.
You hop out here at Bilo.
Super Bilo.
How is Super Bilo a thing?
I feel like didn't we stop at that Super Bilo last time?
I don't know, but I feel like that Little Caesars would have a baby pan.
We went to a Walmart.
Fucking
last
delicious.
Well, you can tell it's more of a beach Bilo. Like they're gonna have like the shitty beach toys and sandals near the front, the flippers that don't flip and they're just solid little.
Yeah, they're just planks. Foot planks.
night. Wiped off the face of the earth.
Why would you have the pig's ass facing traffic?
Oh, no.
So here's a barbecue place, and the pig's ass is facing traffic. I would think you'd. Well, what do you want your customers to see when they leave? A pig face or a pig ass?
Do you eat the
Well, they just ate the pig ass.
They're like, man, give me some more of that delicious pig face.
Yeah, delicious. I want some snout.
I want my treat to be terrified when it goes down my gullet. But yeah, it's got the flat salt lands now.
I do believe it's called Low Country.
You know, Randy.
Low country. Look at them boots.
Low country, rusting all them. I couldn't carry it. Fuck. I'm gonna take some time over here now.
Yeah, you're.
So now there's that pig from Duke's Barbecue with the heart sunglasses on.
I don't feel like any pig from Duke's Barbecue is looking at you lovingly.
Well, if its ass was facing me, I'd be like, oh, Duke's.
It looks like he's in the meat grinder, like his ass is getting grinded up right now.
And he's got this look on his face like, grrr. I guess I could point the camera at the sign we're all talking about, but you know what? We'll let the audience use their imagination.
Well, I feel like you are the monster from Attack on Titan to a pig.
Because you got your normal human face
yeah, and
while
you're
you're
eating
eating
smiling, and it's like, I'm gonna put some of your meat in my mouth.
while your other people watch.
Yeah. This is you meat.
God.
Tender and delicious.
I haven't had any good stew in a while. Like some Brunswick.
I don't eat a lot of stews. Like most people.
12 miles we do what?
12 miles, turn left at Ace Basin Parkway. Ace of Base, I saw the sun.
Don't turn around!
You know that's my wake-up song? I saw the sun. I opened up my eyes, I saw the sun.
I know the song.
There's not enough of a Swede with a bone on a drum.
You're right about that. Oh, you know, we should have just played Cotton Eye Joe all the way down.
Could you? We got to get the rights to it. So that, like, just every time it's that. It's, where'd you come from? Where'd you go? Where'd you come from? Got a Joe. Been a long time.
Actually, do you know the entire company and its entire song base were available on eBay a couple years ago?
Really?
Yeah, they were selling the entire show, the stage show and everything on eBay.
Wow. So,
I like the way you pretty much fillet the camera as you tell it something.
I hadn't been.
Marshland out there.
I had
Camp on the bottom of the truck.
I hadn't been camping in years. Probably my entire adulthood. And so Jonathan's like, hey, we're going camping. And Randy's like, yeah, I'm going camping. And I was like, all right, we're going camping. So anyway, had camping trip, having to remember how to do stuff. I was a Boy Scout, so I did go camping a few times. So Jonathan's out there making us breakfast. He's wearing nothing but his swimming trunks. He's trying to wake up, smoking a cigarette, scratching himself. And he's like, hey, you want pancakes? I'm like, yeah, I'll take 2. So he's over there making pancakes, and he's got the little grill, and he's spraying Pam on it. Well, then I'm watching him while I'm waking up myself, and he grabs the bug spray, and he gives her just a big old coat, because he done made 2 or 3 pancakes. He just lays her down, and I'm like, I didn't realize DEET was part of the pancake program. And I was like, you know what? I haven't been camping in a while. Maybe DEET doubles over as a lubricant, or maybe you put a little DEET in your pancakes and it comes out through your skin, keeps the bugs off of you. So anyway, I watch him go make about 3 more pancakes. And as he comes to the table, I quickly grab the 2 pancakes he made using Pam. And he's like, he stabs a fork through 2 of them DEET cakes and brings them back. And he bites into them and he's like, dog, that was terrible. And he smells it. He's like, ugh. And he looks at me like, what'd you do to him? And I'm like, I didn't do anything to him. You deeded them motherfuckers up. And he's like, what? I was like, I watched you. You just laid out 2 coats of DEET in front of them last hotcakes. And he's like, why didn't you say anything? I was like, I don't know, dog. I ain't been camping in 20 years. I thought that's how you did it. I thought you deed up the grill. I didn't know it was heat up the grill. Oh.
You could have warned me on that.
But the zombie Jonathan over there just deeting up the grill, I got a half cigarette stuck to your lip. I was just,